Okay, I realized just now that I forgot to make a video for the end of Evelina, which kind of is fine because I feel like the issues that we've been talking about for the rest of the book just show up again here at the end. But I want to draw particular attention to a couple of things. One is the proposal from Lord Orville and how she can't write this down in words. And we see here, this is on 352 in my edition, that that she is suddenly, even in language, even in writing, unable to use language, which is different from what we've seen of her as a narrator so far, and much more similar to what we've seen of her as a character. Similarly, or maybe conversely, she's been asked to, or rather forced to, speak a lot more here, clarify matters, explain when she is or isn't going to meet someone and ultimately why. And then lastly, however, well, not lastly, but maybe most importantly, it's not the letters at all that does a lot of the work. It's her meeting with her father. And it's not anything that she says, but it's her face that communicates so clearly to him what's true. And so in a situation like this, even in an epistolary novel where letters may or may not be trusted, appearances suddenly are trusted at the very end. And then we also get at the end of the last novel, she signs it just Evelina. And that's really interesting, considering that she's gone from Evelina. She says she won't write him Anvil in the beginning, to Evelina Belmont, and now just to Evelina. And it should be Orville, right? Notice too that this novel ends where Pamela maybe ought to have ended, which is with the marriage. Notice as well that it's the history of a young lady's entrance into the world, and that in the fourth section, but mostly in volume 3, we get her not just entrance into the world, but her conquering of the world, which is to say she's joined its upper ranks. Okay. The other things to pay attention to are things that have come up in class, which is the intersection of gender and class. The way especially the two girls, young women, are treated as somehow were exchanged and now somehow are exchangeable. And the way Evelina, as the daughter, as once she's claimed, is able to operate fully within the world that she's now ascended to, without, she's no longer the lower class orphan.
Mama, can you please listen? Oh, sorry. Sorry. No, don't stop it.
It's okay. I'm done. Okay.